Why, hello everybody, and today is Saturday, January 25th, and we are just in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just passing the Grand Rapids Children's Museum here as we cross Sheldon to the south, or headed to the south. We're actually walking west right now. And the idea today is, oh, I didn't clap in, that was dumb. I'm using dual mics for the first time experimentally. Try that one more time. Just sync the mic. So the audio is a little wacky. I have a feeling the audio from the phone is going to be very windy. We haven't put a wind muff on it. I'm just here at the former UICA at the intersection of Fulton and Division. We're going to cross this to the west, and we are going to be in search of some World of Winter art installs. I'll look up Division to the north. We're going to turn and walk to the north. I think we'll likely walk Breanna Taylor Way here, and that'll take us to the northwest as we continue looking for some of the World and Winter installations downtown. A little shake here as I change hands with the camera. Well, that's an uncomfortable. It's not my strongest arm. Brick and Porter pub here, one I haven't tried yet. I don't know of anybody who's tried it either. Monsoon, a Vietnamese place here, along with Divine and the First Community Bank building. We have a lot of older buildings here in Grand Rapids. Well, my sense of architectural style isn't very good. I will try to put on screen if I have any information on these older buildings. And it looks like this is about to change over. Yeah, let's walk through Rosa Parks, or past Rosa Parks. I think we're going to head up to 555 Monroe. Oh, and I should have set a timer. I might have to start and stop. Ooh, there's the wind. I also might need to put my hood up. I'm going to set you guys for just a second while I put my hood up. My favorite coffee shops downtown, Local Mocha. And a place that makes a good cup of espresso, Madcap here. As we continue our walk to the west, the Grand Rapids Art Museum here, next to Rosa Parks Circle. as we continue our walk to the west. Sorry. And it appears there's a decent number of skaters down at Rosa Parks here. I'll set you guys down for just a sec while I adjust my bag. Whew, and I'm getting way too warm, which is not a good thing when it's this cold. I didn't mention the weather. It's a balmy 35 or so, between 32 and 35. But there's a little humidity and actually quite a lot of wind. Let's take a look at this ice sculpture. I'm gonna have to cut the audio out here, guys, but Rosa Parks Circle. Let's continue our walk. Actually, I'm going to stop for just a second and resync the mic. I have tons of time. Alright, and resync. McKay Tower here. McKay Tower, previously the tallest building between Chicago and Detroit in 1983, I believe. As we begin our walk to the north, Flanagan's Pub here, along with Mojo's Piano Bar. On the Paintland Amway Grand Plaza Hotel as well. As I wait just a moment for this light to change, it's going to be a little less edited because of the dual mics today. As we now walk Monroe to the north. Bull's Head Tavern, the Chop House, Atto Sushi here. All excellent restaurants, and most of which I haven't had an opportunity to try yet. Real Seafood Company here as well. That one we won't be trying, a lot of my price range. Let's cross and go to the west side of Monroe here. It looks like the plaza down here by the river is open again, and I haven't been down here since they finished it. You can see one of the skywalk connectors here. Ooh, there's a big ledge here that they don't have very well marked. And that skywalk is an indoor walkway running north and south through the downtown area. This would be the old Civic Auditorium, connected on the other side by DeVos Place and DeVos Events. Fortunately, I've never had an opportunity to get into the old Civic Auditorium interior. Well, they've changed this quite a bit. So this used to have a walkway that went down to the Riverwalk, and I'm not sure what they've replaced that with. It does put more of a pedestrian barrier between this entrance to the parking ramp and the walkable space. We'll come down here to the Gillette Bridge and we'll take a look at the Grand River from the Gillette Bridge. You can see the Grand River here. Decent amount of ice on it today. On the back of the DeVos Performance Hall, and our large ballroom and event space. And I believe I'm seeing one of the first World of Winter installs just here on the bridge. And across over there at the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum as well. Taking a look upriver, up the Grand River here. To the north, you're seeing the first of several low-head dams. My current plan, although honestly, I'll believe it when I see it, is to remove those and restore the rapids that used to be through here. I look downriver, and the changing skyline past the Blue Bridge there is the construction site of the new, I still can't pronounce it, Askur Amphitheater. And one of the first World of Winter installs here on the Gillette Bridge. I don't know if we'll leave the audio in or not. And speaking of words that are difficult to pronounce, alarum? Okay. Interesting. We're going to continue our walk though. Over to the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it, but just to our southwest, that is the Grand Rapids Public Museum with their historic Spillman Carousel. Sorry for that little jostle as I switch hands with the camera. Looks like there also might be an install over here by the museum entrance as well. I do have to admit, these World of Winter installs are a little traveling showy in that they're kind of reconsumed ideas. It appears that the one spot always gets some sort of inflatable animal and the other always gets a bass music and light show. And this is Waves And again, I'm not sure if I will be able to play the audio or not. Well, that'll have to wait and see. On the beautiful Florida Museum's big fountain here, obviously turned off for the season. They celebrated their 50th anniversary, I believe, of the museum being open. But we'll head down to the next install here next to the Grand River. Ooh, that wind is cold. I am finally drying out though, which is good. Oh, it appears there's two down here. Another look at the beautiful front of the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum here. We're going to cut into the snow. And try to find the entrance placard. Did not know that. I didn't realize at first that they were animatronic. Now, I think I should just run down this hill, right? Hopefully this is wide enough. These are the biggest chickadees I've ever seen. And that's, I believe, what they are intended to be, is chickadees. Except their coloration obviously is gone a little grandma's house quilting pattern. And here's the entry marker. For this World of Winter install. And again, I might have to cover this audio up. We'll backtrack just for a moment. I think what we'll do is we'll walk south to the blue pedestrian bridge and we'll cross that as we now head to the south and east on our walk. And this would be considered a Nabwen Park. And I apologize if my Ojibwe is not that great. I think I'm saying it correctly. I just listened to someone speak Welsh the other day. And that, boy, there's a handful of languages that are just really tough to pronounce. Let's see if I can't stand this sign up. Let me get another one that's probably better at night. Well, let's head up the hill and continue our walk to the south, down to the blue pedestrian bridge. We'll cross that and head to the east. Actually, this is something I want to highlight. It's a World of Winter. I think this shows where all the installs are. Boy, I hope the audio is still working. Okay, this is just events. Oh, here we go. All right, so we do have more to the north, but it's too far north for today. That'll have to wait. There are a couple pieces down on that blue pedestrian bridge and a couple behind Van Andel Arena. And one up on the Calder Plaza. A couple by DeVos. We must have missed that, or we were on the wrong side of the building. We didn't go down that far. Yeah, no, we were on the wrong side of the building. All right, we'll continue. We're going to walk to the southeast now, as I've said repeatedly. I might have to run up this hill. Well, ish. Jog. Whoop, and you guys are tilting. They still haven't put a walkway in from this sidewalk over to the Grand River, which is unfortunate because everybody walks that way anyways. Whew, sorry if I'm huffing and puffing, guys. This air does not get thicker when it gets cold, at least not for me. I guess we could have taken the ramp. And there's another install down there. We'll try to catch it from on top of the hill. I don't have the energy to huff it down and then back up again. And the sidewalks here are less than plowed. Let's just go with that. All right. As you can see, a little bit of sled marks on the the Native American burial mounds here. Sorry, it's a knee-jerk reaction since we have a park called Indian Burial Mounds Park here in Grand Rapids. Although I think it might be in Walker. But at any rate, we have to walk around the public museum since the waterfront walk is not open. And it looks like we're going to just make this light. Sorry for the jostle to the camera. The Grand Rapids Public Museum here. Oh, this is going to be a heck of an edit with 2 audio tracks, but I think I can manage. And that would be US 131 to our west. Sorry, my arms are getting tired fighting this wind. I can only imagine I've had to turn off the camera's audio, and I'm playing you just audio from the lav, which kind of defeats the purpose of using two mics. But we'll see. This whole episode might end up in trash, or the cutting room floor, however you want to put it. In the John C. Kennedy Hall of Engineering, part of Grand Valley State University here. As we pass one of the little local micro parks here, which I actually can't remember the name of at the moment. But you can see the blue pedestrian bridge in the distance, where the next World of Winter install is located. And there's Lax Park that I couldn't remember the name of. Here's our next World of Winter install, slow motion. I have to go ultra wide. Yeah. Again, another look at that future site of the amphitheater on the Grand River. We'll get a closer look at that again. I know our last video, we didn't get a very good look at it. But the next World of Winter install is right here. Well, it appears they did put back in the walkway. We didn't make it that far over, but I was curious if that new park... Oh, this is the further one down. Never mind. Ignore me. Talking to myself and getting things wrong. Tower of the Paintland Amway Grand there, just behind the JW Marriott building. As we continue walking to the east. The wind is catching the camera again. And again, another one of the Skywalk connectors here, that indoor north-south walkway through the downtown area. So we take a look back to the south. Or excuse me, to the north. And the large condo tower here, containing the Courtyard by Marriott, across from GLC Live, formerly 20 Monroe Live, and the Bob. A look back towards the Grand Rapids Art Museum and Rosa Parks Circle. As we turn and now walk south along Monroe. And we'll sync the audio one more time. And I think what we'll do is we'll end the video at Andel Arena. The Vicinity Energy Plant here, just behind the Bob, and next to Andel Arena. We've had a couple of hockey games, I believe, and some concerts going on this weekend. Although I haven't actually looked at the events calendar, I was kind of hearing that in passing from people. And the entrance to see GLC Live, formerly 20 Monroe Live here. And the other entrance to the Bob. On one last look to the west. Well, I don't know if I want to wait for the... Well, I don't feel like waiting for the crosswalk, so I hope you guys enjoyed that walk through downtown Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. This is still rolling. Right? Good.